All right, ready to dive in. Today we're looking at NCCL New Co-op, Community and Land.
Oh, this is a fascinating one.
It is, right? They're members only, and they've got some really big goals.
Yeah, huge ambitions. We're talking about elevating lives, building strong communities,
Hmm.
and they want to become a major force.
Not just nationwide, but globally.
Exactly. And what's really interesting is how they're combining community building with a really strong entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, they're not just aiming for like basic self-sufficiency.
No, they want to create wealth within their community. Think like Black Wall Street.
But like a modern nationwide twist.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little. How are they planning to make this happen?
Why not?
I know our sources mention education, outreach, they even talk about acquiring land. It's a pretty diverse approach.
Right, and it's all connected to this idea of elevating through action. They're really putting their money where their mouth is. Literally. All the funds they raise through memberships, donations, even events, they put that right back into buying land, starting businesses, and helping their communities grow.
It's like they're building their own independent ecosystem. One thing that really stood out to me was their emphasis on women in leadership.
Yes,
They've got this Founding Ladies initiative,
it's really interesting.
which isn't just about having women in charge, it's about recognizing their unique role in community building.
Absolutely. And this creates a powerful force for change within their organization.
They're not waiting for permission or relying on government funding.
Yeah.
They're taking ownership, creating their own opportunities, and building a foundation for long-term prosperity.
On their own terms.
Completely on their own terms.
Mm.
Now let's address the elephant in the room, the members-only aspect.
Right.
NCCL is very clear. Everything they offer, services, land, opportunities, it's all exclusive to their members. Why do you think they're taking this route?
Think of it this way. Imagine you're building a house. You wouldn't just let anyone walk in and rearrange the furniture, right?
Right.
NCCL wants to protect their vision, their community, and make sure everyone is on board with their goals.
So they're very upfront about their vetting process.
Oh, yeah.
They want to know who they're working with and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Definitely.
They're serious about protecting their interests.
Yeah.
I noticed they place a big emphasis on legal counsel, especially when it comes to land and businesses. It's almost like they're anticipating pushback or challenges,
Makes sense, right. It shows they're thinking long-term and strategically.
especially with their focus on Black land.
Yes.
They're actively searching for unused or at-risk land and working directly with Black landowners to keep that land within the community.
It's really important to them.
It's not just about ownership either.
No.
They're offering education, funding, legal help, even co-op assistance.
The whole package.
This salvaging and development of land, as they call it, seems like a core part of their mission.
Absolutely. It addresses historical injustices, and it creates lasting economic empowerment.
Literally reclaiming a piece of history and using it to build a brighter future.
Powerful statement.
It's a powerful statement,
Yeah.
and it ties directly back to their broader vision of self-sufficiency.
For sure.
Now, beyond the land itself, NCCL also has plans to build community centers.
Oh, yeah. This is cool.
What can you tell us about that?
These aren't just your average community centers. These are spaces that offer education, guidance, life coaching,
Oh.
even business development resources, all without relying on government funding.
So it's like a one-stop shop,
Yeah, for personal and professional growth.
all within a supportive community.
Exactly.
That's a really interesting concept. It sounds like they're trying to create a holistic environment where people can thrive on multiple levels. But they also have a pretty strict policy about excluding anyone who might disrupt their plans.
Yeah, they're not shy about it.
It almost feels like a fortress mentality.
Well, remember, they're building something new and potentially disruptive. Protecting their vision means carefully controlling the environment and making tough decisions about who can participate. It's a delicate balance, but it's central to their model.
Okay, so we've talked about their focus on community building,
Right.
economic empowerment, and protecting their vision.
Yes.
But how do they plan to actually reach people and grow their network? They mentioned something called the 1000 series. What's that all about?
This is where things get really exciting. They're planning to host 1,000 events.
1000.
1,000 events, aiming to reach 1 million people. They're kicking things off with 1,000 Sisters, which is an event specifically designed to bring women into the fold.
So they're starting with women.
And get this, they're offering $1 million in cash and prizes when they hit 1 million members.
Whoa.
Yeah, $1 million.
That's a serious incentive. It sounds like they're combining community building with a large-scale marketing campaign, talking about making a statement. But with that kind of rapid growth, how do they plan to maintain their core values and keep things from spiraling out of control?
Right, that's the $1 million question. It's a
Eh.
bold move. And it'll be interesting to see how they manage that influx of new members while staying true to their mission.
Yeah.
But remember, they have that strict vetting process in place, and they're very clear about their members-only policy
So it's like they're building a very exclusive club.
with a very specific purpose.
Makes sense. And speaking of promoting their work, they also have a news bulletin dedicated to highlighting member businesses.
Sure.
So if you're an entrepreneur within NCCL, you've got a built-in platform to showcase your products or services.
Yeah, it's a smart way to foster internal economic activity and create opportunities within the community. It reinforces that sense of self-reliance and mutual support that NCCL is all about.
Now, here's where things take an unexpected turn. NCCL isn't just about economic and social change.
Right.
They also have a spiritual dimension.
Interesting.
They call it Time for Church.
Yeah,
And it seems to be a core part of their community building efforts.
it is. Yeah, it's actually a pretty fascinating aspect.
Yeah.
They have a password-protected website filled with scriptures, music, encouragement,
Really?
even online gatherings.
Yeah.
And they're actively looking for spiritual life coaches to contribute and help build the spiritual foundation of their communities.
So they're acknowledging that people have spiritual needs as well as material ones.
Absolutely.
It's like they're trying to create a space where all aspects of life are considered and supported. It definitely adds another layer to their already complex model.
It does. And it speaks to their desire to build a community that aligns with their worldview and reinforces their overall mission. It's not just about economic empowerment. It's about creating a way of life.
So if you're interested in joining this movement, for just $25, you get full access to the collective.
Wow.
We're talking land, businesses, events, even special discounts and employment opportunities, all exclusive to members.
That's a pretty good deal.
And if you're not ready to commit but you want to stay informed, you can donate any amount and they'll keep you in the loop.
Makes sense. It's a relatively low barrier to entry, especially considering the potential benefits. But before you jump in, it's important to really understand what NCCL stands for. This isn't just another community group. It's a movement with a very specific vision and a strong sense of purpose.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground in this first segment. We've explored NCCL's mission, their multi-pronged approach to achieving their goals,
Yeah.
their focus on Black land ownership, and even their unique members-only policy.
Yeah.
What stands out to you as particularly significant or surprising about this organization?
I think what's really striking is the sheer ambition of their vision. They're not just talking about incremental change. They're aiming for a complete paradigm shift. They want to reclaim their history, build a self-sufficient future, and create a community where everyone is aligned with their goals and values. That's a bold undertaking, and it will be fascinating to see how it unfolds.
I'm right there with you.